Hey, good evening, everybody. How are you? This is Freddie Ewan, two-time GM of the Year, current Pantheon Cup champion, and host of the Tpffkal show. I think I lost all 5 of my fantasy games this week, but that's all right because I'm flying high because there's nothing better than the Eagles' victory over the Dallas Cowboys. What a great win for the Birdies today. But off to better things, the Tpffkal. It's been a while. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on, the sights, the happenings, what is what. We are finishing up week 9 already, off to week 10, which is rivalry week. We're going to have another show where we're going to discuss rivalry week. Also, hopefully get some guests back on and the whole 9 yards. Let's talk a little bit about this week, what has been going on. Week 7 is salary cap sales have begun. It looks like the only team that has really dumped their team at this point and is off to the Waffle House is our commissioner, Mr. Michelli and his Red Sharks. They lost to Shake and Bake today. They put up a whopping 42.18 points so far. Are scheduled to score 53 points. Shake and Bake is going to win that game and didn't put up that great points either, but Shake and Bake is going to win that game. They're still in the hunt. They are still in the hunt. Shake and Bake is still in the hunt, but it looks like the Red Sharks are pretty much said, we're not going to make the playoffs. We're going to go ahead and sell off and look forward to next year. Smart. I think that's very smart of the commissioner. I wish other teams would start thinking that way a little bit because I know there's a lot of teams that are looking to buy right now. Taking a look at the other matchups today. The other matchups. Virginia Sea Dogs, 6-2. They hold first place right now. The Rock Throwers, who have been off in the last couple of weeks, Rock Throwers come back. They are going to win. It looks like Rock Throwers are 85% favorite to win. They get a Burrow's playing good right now. They get they get a decent game out of everyone, but mostly the Cleveland defense puts up 25 points. On the other side, Sea Dogs know they had a lot of players on a bye week this week. I had to start Gardner Minshew. They have 2 Chargers running backs going tomorrow. Puka's fell off the last couple weeks, so the Sea Dogs are going to fall. It looks like they're going to fall down to 6-3. And Rock Throwers get themselves right in the playoff chase, currently in 7th, which Neil is used to, but it looks like they're going to get right back into it and in the playoff race. This was an exciting game, probably the most exciting game of the week, it looks like. 81% favorite right now. Mr. Champ put up a lot of points. Got a big game out of Gus Edwards. Gus the Bus doing it 2 weeks in a row. Stevenson comes back, scores 20 points. Get some decent play out of Olive Myers and, semi-automatic, give him a fight. Hey, CJ Stroud, man, if you had him starting on your fantasy team, 51 points, 5 passing touchdowns, 470 passing yards, and a 2-point conversion. 3 guys on the 3 guys went over 100 yards on the Texans receiving corps. So Devinder, sold off Jonathan Taylor. Neil's still a little iffy on, what exactly that trade was with buybacks. I never saw that in the rules, but I'm going to leave that one up to the commissioner and the rest of the board, which I'll no longer be a part of shortly. But anyway, Devinder did get his win of the season, and looks like Champ, I guess he thinks he's got to have a chance now that he's 3-6. So good luck with that, Champ. This guy, I want to talk about this next game. The winner is the Donkey Dicks. They're going to take over first place. They're looking better than anyone right now. They got my man Jalen Hurts, puts up almost 30 points. Dalton Schultz, big game on the Texans. He's one of the receivers, 130 yards, touchdown. Puts up a really nice game and gets it done. Gets it done over at Donks for Life. Danny's still fighting. Hasn't changed that name yet, Danny. You could just easily go on your computer or your phone and change the name to whatever you want to name your team. You could just go in there and name them whatever you want. It doesn't have to be the name of the owner you took over who named that team. It's really simple. Give me a call. I'll show you how to do it. Even though you don't answer your text that I've been texting you for the last 4 weeks telling you, hey, I'm going to pay a lot for all your players, but I don't know, maybe it's not your phone number. Anyway, Danny puts up a game, got some good points out of Cooper, Beckman actually had a decent game for once, and unfortunately, the Donkey Dicks are going to improve to 7-2. Once again, a great regular season team. The Donkey Dicks, they are looking for that #1 seed, and they're going to fly up to #1. Big game here, 3 versus 5. FJTK versus COC Chicken of the Cave. Chicken of the Cave is a 9% favorite. Gets a big game at Dak Prescott, although he lost the game. Josh Jacobs finally 98 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, has a good game. Derrick Henry put up a good game for once. And on the other side, FJTK has been struggling a little bit of late with the Jefferson injury. He had some guys on bye week like Ridley and whatnot. Pollard really hasn't done much this year. He's really been off. Kels had a really bad game, his worst game of the season, only 3 receptions, 14 yards. Najee Harris had his best game of the season. Bijan had a bad game. Dotson actually had a decent game. He's got Herbert and Allen still going, but it looks like he's way too far behind. And James is going to fall to 6-3. Sean is going to improve to 6-3. So really getting tight up there. And the last game. Great job, Zach. Congratulations. TOD starting to catch up with his team a little bit. Doesn't get much out of Tua. Gets a big game out of CD Lamb. Really just, running back trouble. Houston puts up all those points in their top running back, Singletary, with the other dude out puts up 3 points. Really just not much for TOD. Devontae Adams is just, they're not getting him the ball. TOD has a little bit of a better team with Lamb, but they have gotten lucky. They got a tough schedule coming up ahead, and they're really going to have to fight to get into the playoffs and keep it alive. On the other side, Zach finally turning it around a little bit, gets a decent game out of Aaron Jones, gets a good game out of A.J. Brown. You got A.J. Brown on your team. You're doing great. Still really deep bench for Zach. Zach's got a good chance to go on a little bit of run here and get back into the swing of things. Anyway, Rivalry Week is next week. I'm going to be talking about that. Hopefully, I'm going to have some guests on. I will have a new screen thing because I am taking a trip to Belize for the next 2 weeks as I play Brian. I think I might let him win a game. Maybe I might let him win both games just because I feel bad for him because he was actually the guy who had to go to Waffle House last year. So I know I'm going to let him win at least 1 game, maybe 2. I'm a nice guy like that. And that's why I am the 2-time GM of the year. But hitting up in the Tpffkal, really hitting up. It's really getting sandwiched. There's really about 7 or 8 teams that are really battling it out for 6 spots right now, and everything is pretty even. Everyone's a game or 2 away from each other. It's going to be a close race down the end. It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, guys. That's it. Make sure if you're on the bottom 4, start selling your team off. Look forward to next year. Hey, who cares about the Waffle House? We're just going to be going there anyway. Hope you had a great evening. Hope you enjoyed some football. I know I certainly did. My Philadelphia Eagles beat the Dallas Cowboys. Everyone have a great night, and I'll see you soon this week. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.